Alright, here are your vocab words for this week, list 11. We'll start out with the roots. Gest means to carry or bear. Like if you are congested, you are carrying or bearing mucus. The gestation period is how long an animal is pregnant with their young, so they're carrying their young. Then gloss or glot means tongue. Like glossary is like a glossary of languages, all the different tongues that people speak in. Polyglot, poly meaning many, glot meaning tongue, a person who speaks many languages. Epiglottis is a part of your tongue, a biological word. Glue or glow means lump, bond, or glue. Like glue, haha, means glue. Or aggregate, a connection of things, like a conglomerate is also a collection, normally in terms of companies. A conglomerate, like a corporation that's made up of a bunch of little companies glued together by one CEO. Grad or gress means to step or go, like your grade. You move up by grade, a different step of the academic ladder. Like gradual, if something happens gradually, it's in steps. If you graduate, you move on to the next step of your life, like progress, moving up. If you regress, meaning again, you move backward in time or in your knowledge. Graph or gram means to write. Like you're graphing something, you are writing it down, or a graphic is a written form of the information. An autograph, auto means self, graph means write. You write about yourself, so you're signing your name. Grat means pleasing. Like if you congratulate someone, you are pleased with them and show your pleasure. And when you pay gratuity to like a restaurant, you are paying because you are happy with the service. Grave is heavy or weighty. Like grave meaning serious. If you have a grave expression on your face, you are gonna say something serious, or like the gravity of the situation, the seriousness of it, or gravity as in what the force that pulls you down. Greg means herd. Like if you are gregarious, you like to talk to people, you're a person who likes to hang out and speak to people. Like herding together, how people gather, like a herd, a congregation is like a herd of people in terms of a church. Hypn means sleep, like hypnosis or hypnotherapy. Hypnosis, to put someone to sleep so that you can mess with their mind. Helio means sun. Heliocentric, the idea that the sun is the center of the universe, which was a crazy theory at one point. Okay, the prefixes. Ideo means idea, like your ideology, are the member science of logy, the science of ideas, so like the scientific information that a person sorry, I got distracted. Like a company would put forth your ideology, what you believe in. Idios, one's own. This one people have trouble with sometimes, but think of an idiom we learned last week, and I told you that cultures have their own idioms. It's a phrase that people come to associate with an idea, like a chip on your shoulder, that's a piece of cake, you're 2 peas in a pod. But if you would say that in another language, it wouldn't make sense. Like I know one in German, du hast ein Vogel. It literally means you have a bird, but the idiom definition means that you're crazy. So it's like one's own, meaning behind the phrase. And then an idiosyncrasy is something that is unique to you, something that makes you eccentric. Like an idiosyncrasy of mine, I like to dress up in historical attire and go to like the Renaissance fair. That's idiosyncratic of me that other people don't do. And then in means included together. Notice there's a second in down here that means not, so you have to look at the context clues. But included together, incarcerated, you're in jail together. Incorporated, it's a corporation together. Induction, you're ducted together. Indigenous means you're from that place. Whereas im or in means not. Incredible, not credible. Remember, cred is trustworthy, so it's so crazy or so amazing that you can't even believe it. Not believable, not credible. Inglorious, not glorious. Infinite, not finite, which means that it doesn't have an end. Immoral, not moral. And then last prefix, inter, means between. Interact, you're acting between two forces. Interstellar, between the stars. And then the suffixes, meant, active, state of, result. Containment is the act of containing. Contentment, the state of being contented. Ness means state of. You just have to memorize these. You know how I feel about suffixes. Carelessness, the state of being careless. Restlessness, the state of being restless. Nami, which you have seen, means law, like economy, the law of economics. Autonomy, the law of auto, which means self. We had that a couple of weeks ago. So like you govern yourself. You make your own choices. If you are autonomous, or a country is autonomous, you make your own laws and rules. Oid means resembling. An asteroid resembles an aster. Spheroid resembles a sphere. And then finally, us means full of or having. If you're gracious, you are full of grace. Nervous, full of nerves. Pompous, full of pomp. And those are your words for this week. Let me know if you have any questions.